All right, hey folks, we are Mock Accounting. We help small businesses and mid-sized businesses with their bookkeeping, with their taxes, their payroll, and we provide proactive tax reduction planning alongside small businesses. We're a CPA. Ranjit is a CPA, and we're based out of the Houston area here. So we love helping customers across the United States, but we wanted to make this video. I'm on the marketing team, and Ranjit is the CPA and the leader of our firm. And man, we do everything we can to help businesses become more scalable, more profitable. We do your books, we do your tax return, we do all that. But if you're in Houston, if you're in that area, man, we'd love to connect with you. And we have a challenge. We would love the opportunity to take a look at your tax return and take a look at your books and see if we can come up with some ideas to save you taxes, because that's what Ranjit's best at. What we love to do is to help you maximize your S Corp, look at real estate, other asset classes, make sure that you're doing everything in terms of like benefits and fringe benefits, SEPs, simple IRAs, solo 401ks, defined benefit plans. There's all sorts of ideas that we have. And not only will we find these tax plans, but we'll implement them for you and then do your books for you. So I get excited because I know that we're able to help small businesses. And when we do that, your families improve, the communities improve, everything gets better. But Ranjit, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit? Help us understand what we're doing here, and specifically to our Houston area small businesses, because that's just a huge focus for us.
Sure. Hi, my name is Ranjit, and I'm with Makhija CPA. We're based in, I'm living in Katy, Texas, but we're based in Houston, Texas. We work up through companies throughout the state of Texas and beyond and figure out strategies to reduce their taxes, doing their bookkeeping, tax planning, and tax returns. And we do it throughout the whole year. We're not just your CPA who just talks to you at the end of the year. We believe in working with you throughout the year.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that we've come to realize is that small businesses are on the cusp of being empowered in ways that they never thought. And that sounds kind of ridiculous, but here's what we mean. We've built this nice outsourced accounting service. And here's what that is. When you come to us, we will make sure that your books are all cleaned up. So when you come to us, we specialize in doing backup bookkeeping, making sure that your chart of accounts is done excellently. We'll get everything aligned. And then what we do is we do your bookkeeping for you. And bookkeeping for us is really the foundation of great tax planning, of good business management, of proactive guidance. And he's a CPA, but really we get to serve as kind of a CFO as well, a chief financial officer that will help you start to plan where your business is heading. Because most of us that have small businesses, we're trying to get out of the place where it's just maybe 1, 2, or 3 people. We're trying to build a team around us, or then even scale operationally. We think we've built a service that can be a critical part of that. So our outsourced accounting service, we do the bookkeeping, we do tax reduction planning. That's the second thing that we do. So we're going to dive in. We're going to take a look at what you have on your last year and the previous year's tax return. We're going to try and come up with ideas, safe ideas, but aggressive ideas to put money back in your pocket. And if you're making $170,000 a year net, we're going to be able to save you usually $10,000 or more. We can't promise. And if you're making $350 to $500, we have some serious ways that we can start building tax effective wealth. And they're not games. It's just blocking and tackling, good, simple tax planning. But that's a huge part of it. And we're not out of sight, out of mind. We don't bother you throughout the year, but we will serve you and your team throughout the year by doing tax planning, helping you pay in your taxes. That's another part of this. We're going to make sure that as an owner, you're doing everything possible to stay ahead so that at the end of the year, you don't have a big old tax bomb go off in your lap and all of a sudden you owe significantly more than what you thought or imagined, which is always disappointing. And that's something that Ranjit's just dialed in, and his team is always making sure we don't want to have a big mistake. And then while we're doing that throughout the year, we're trying to be helpful. We know that as you're buying new equipment, whether it's a new excavator, a new printer, or if you have a new fleet of trucks that you have to buy, that your financial statements and your tax planning around that are critical. So we're going to step in and just gently provide leadership through that. And we only work with businesses. So we're not doing a million individuals so that we don't have time to do this, because we know that this is kind of a tall order. Now, generally speaking, that's going to cost anywhere between $250 a month and $3,500 a month. We build a scope and a pricing model that works for you and your business. And I'm the one that gets all excited. So Ranjit's how we always tease each other. I've got lots to say. He's passionate about what he does. But ultimately, we're going to make your life easier by just handling all the bookkeeping, handling all the taxes. What would you add to that, Ranjit? What other things should people know as they consider, hey, if I should reach out to you, and what the outsourced accounting service really is?
Well, the biggest thing is everybody always has questions. How am I doing month to month? Where am I standing this month compared to last month? We focus on that, and we be able to provide those financial statements every month instead of just like, I don't know what my doing is, and then you call your you call your bookkeeper, and they're like, oh, well, you're still working on 3 months with a reconciliation. No, we focus on reconciling every month, so you see your financials.
Yeah, and that's what that empowers you to do. We won't beat a dead horse here. What that empowers you to do is you know where your business is at. You can understand your cash flow well, and that's a huge problem, right? We're going to make sure that you're not making the mistakes that an amateur or a semi-pro bookkeeper would make, because we're tax experts that are also doing your bookkeeping. So if you like the idea of doing that, and if you're anywhere near the Houston area or in Texas in general, we will treat you right. What we'll do is we'll dive in and try and find ways to save in taxes. We'll look at your bookkeeping. We'll do a little snapshot of your finances. And what we're going to do is try to come up with a way to just absolutely help your business thrive. So test us in that. Give us an opportunity. Get a second opinion. When was the last time you had a qualified CPA that's eager to save in taxes, avoid IRS problems, and help you build a more scalable and profitable business? Look at your books. When was the last time you had a second opinion? That's what we're all about here. We'll help you out. Good luck. Book a consultation. All you have to do is head to our website, and up on the top, you can just call us if you want to. But if you book a consultation here, this will go over to our Calendly link, and you'll get a call with us, and we'll have you send over your taxes. We'll talk a little bit, find out if we're a good fit. We'd love the opportunity to help you. So go ahead and book. We really appreciate it, folks.